I'm Talia, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make eclairs. I'm going to be making pat a choux, and the ingredients you'll be needing are a half a cup of water and 4 tablespoons of butter. Put your water in your saucepan and put it on medium heat. Put your butter into your saucepan. Stir until butter has melted. Remember to put your butter into little chunks so they melt faster. Once that's melted, we're going to go over here. So now we're going to be mixing our dry ingredients. Mix a half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk this together until it's all incorporated. This is what it should look like. So now you're going to turn off your stove and put your saucepan over on a cloth. Mix together your flour mixture and your butter mixture with a whisk. And if it's lumpy, that's how it's supposed to look. So. And you have to stir till it forms a ball. Once it has formed a ball, put this into your mixer. Put this on the mixer until it has cooled off a little bit. So now you're going to turn off your mixer. And you're going to take your eggs, and these are 2 eggs, and I cracked them. And then you're going to turn on your mixer, and you're going to add them in slowly. And don't worry if you don't use all your eggs, because you just need it to look like it's thin enough. When you know that it's done, you can take a spatula, get a big blob, and do this, and it'll fall off the spatula. So now you're going to make your eclairs, and you're going to make them about the size of a hot dog shape. And you're going to squeeze your dough out. And make sure you're using a piping bag for this, because it's much easier. I just like to go along it sometimes. And keep on doing that until you have as much as your piping bag can hold. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you're going to put your eclairs into the oven and bake for 30 minutes. Once you're done with putting those in the oven, while those are baking, we're going to make our pudding mix. And follow the instructions on your box. So mine says to mix your pudding mix and then you're going to put 2 cups of milk. So now whisk this together until all the clumps are gone. Once they're all gone, put this in the fridge for 5 minutes. So now you're going to take 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and mix it with your whisker. And you should mix this until it's light and fluffy. So now you're going to take a teaspoon of vanilla extract and put it into your whipping heavy cream mixture and mix it. So now that it's light and fluffy, take this off and take your paddle attachment off. So now that it is all done mixing, you're going to take your pudding mixture and your heavy cream with vanilla mixture and mix them together. And mix it, well, put it in with your whipped cream. So now just mix it together and fold it in. While we're making the ganache, put this in the fridge until it is set. So we're going to make our ganache, and for ganache you're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter, and put that in your pan. And just let that melt. Doesn't have to melt like all the way for you to put the chocolate chips in. So you're going to put 1 cup of chocolate chips. And you're just going to let that sit there until it starts to melt, and then you can mix it with your spatula. If it's too chunky, you can loosen it up with some half and half. And mix that in. And it just melts it faster, and it gives a better taste to the chocolate. So it looks pretty good now. It looks all melted. So we're going to add 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar. And mix that in until it's all incorporated. Now you're going to add your vanilla, and I'm using 1 teaspoon of it. And this just gives a better flavor. So, I'm done with this, and you're gonna take it off the heat, and I'm gonna put this aside for when I need it, for when we're assembling the eclairs. So after your 30 minutes, you should check on them to see if they're almost done. They'll need about, I guess, 10 more minutes in the oven to get golden brown. So now you're going to take them out when they look golden brown. And be careful with taking them out. So make sure you have oven mitts or a towel. So now we're going to fill our eclairs with our custard filling. So you're going to put your custard into your piping bag, and you're going to take your eclair, and I like to take a skewer and poke a hole through and make like 3 indents, and then make the hole bigger. And do this to a lot of them. Till you have like a big enough hole. So once there's like a pretty big hole, like it doesn't have to be so big, you're gonna take your piping bag and I just did like this nozzle thing, and you're gonna push the custard through. Until it's all filled. And you can tell when it's all filled, just because. So now you're gonna drizzle it onto your eclairs. And how to do that, just take a spoon, take your chocolate, and drizzle it on. That was the end of my video, and I hope you liked it. I hope you loved it as much as I love eclairs.